Hello everybody, my name is Mr. Fox and welcome back to Subnautica. I've been a little busy, as you can see from the power. I've managed to throw on a little something extra. It took some time, but I finally managed to get a thermal plant running. It's all the way over in the safe shallow, so I had to use a number of power transmitters to bring it here. But because of this, I now have this fancy little machine. It's the water filtration machine. So I have an abundant supply of water and salt whenever I need it, just so long as I don't run out of power. Let's see here. Oh, it's a new update. Brand new update. This is the Ghost update, which means the Ghost Leviathan is now officially in the game. So there's a bunch of new stuff. You guys can read about it. I'll go ahead and post a link down below. But look at this. There are even new animations to this shit right here. Check this out. And ow. Look at this. Look at this. This is amazing. So this is finally getting somewhere. This is cool. I can't entirely say I'm happy that the Ghost Leviathan is in the game, but it is to be expected. So today we're actually going to go finally explore that alien ruin over there on the mountain. Oh yeah, while I was also busy, I went over to the Aurora, pick up all the food and water it got left behind, only to find out that everything over there had been reset, except for the drive core. That's still completely fixed up. There's no radiation leakage anywhere. But all the doors I cut open were fixed. I needed to find all the all the PDAs were there again. The passwords have been reset. So this is cool. I believe everything's been reset. So, technically speaking, we could actually head back to the floating island and get another purple key, I believe, but we're not going to do that. So, it is getting dark. Fantastic. Alright, on second thought, we're going to go take a nap, then we're going to go explore the alien ruins. So. Alright, so we're rested, we got food, got water, and yep, it is morning. So first things first, I know that is our destination over there, but before we get to that, let's go ahead and explore the island just a bit. Because aside from an extra key, there's also supposed to be like a teleporter or something. Yeah, there's a teleporter. So, see, there's the... Physics! Well, that. Oh god, not you. We got enough of you dickheads back over on the Aurora. That one just committed suicide. Shit ton of lithium. There's salt everywhere. Aha! Okay, this is what I was talking about. This... Okay, if you guys have ever seen Stargate, this. That's about what this is. Stargate. Whatever. Alien structure. The structure's intended purpose is unclear. Possible theories. Ceremonial or religious role. Industrial application. Advanced transportation network. It may be prudent to search the area for further examples of alien architecture and technology. This is cool. Okay, you're an annoyance. Pleasant. Can't see anything. There we go. Wait. There's another one? Ooh. Ow. Ow. There's barely a foot. Apparently we've gone back in time to the age where falling an inch would shatter all the bones in your body. Alright, so I think we've explored the entirety of the island. I don't... Wait, lag? Artifact terminal. This device appears to be an alien in origin and is connected to a nearby force field. The technology is far beyond anything encountered before by the Federation. Nonetheless, it appears to function like a normal lock. It only needs the correct kind of key, which we have right here. Hello everybody, my name is Mr. Fox. So, I've actually gone ahead, I've started up a new game just for the sole purpose of going through this because I've already got like 2 or 3 videos in the mix, ready to be made, ready to be touched up, published, ready for all you ready for all my peeps to check it out. Unfortunately, as I was editing, oh boy, my English. I think my teacher just committed suicide. When I was editing it, I was getting a lot of graphical glitches, just heavy amounts of lag. Basically made the whole interior of this completely unplayable. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to give you guys a quick run through this thing so that way you're not left completely in the dark. So let's go ahead and get to it.
Scans indicate this structure is composed of a metal alloy with unprecedented integrity. No match is found in database. Performing structural analysis. A background message is being broadcast throughout this facility. Partial translation available. Message reads, "Warning, unidentified craft in orbit of this planet will be destroyed. Prevent." Unknown language. Attempting translation.
Alright, alien data terminal. This terminal was discovered within the alien facility on the surface of planet 4546b. On approach, the terminal began producing a low-frequency radio wave containing complex but recognizable data patterns. It matches no known human technologies. It is constructed from the same off-world material as the facility itself. It seems to be a solid-state computer of some kind, but there's no recognizable interface. It's likely the alien species that designed the technology evolved, or at least genetically selected, sensory apparatus to hear and understand the information being broadcast by the device, and to communicate back. The mental processing power required to perform this kind of telepathy would imply the designers are considerably more psychologically developed than the common human being. Using the evidence gathered from this device, it may be possible to extract comprehensible data from other such devices, should they exist. Assessment, further alien data required. Okay. So, what I was saying earlier in this one was, I've always been rather confused at this point because, shut up. Because, when we come in here, this is a completely new language. We've never heard this before. There's no records of it ever existing. This is, I almost want to say first contact, but at the same time, it's not. So, everything we're doing here, every little bit of data we discover, leads to us creating our own little Rosetta Stone for this. Let's start to lag here. I hope this doesn't ruin my recording here. Okay. Ion crystals. These alien cubes each store the equivalent energy of a small nuclear detonation. Oh boy. The alien technology is able to keep the stored atoms in a permanently stable state. However, under the right conditions, the reaction could be recatalyzed and the energy released in a controlled manner. They were likely used as batteries, storing powder generated at the main reactor and then transported wherever they were needed. Assessment. Possible source of escape velocity energy? Maybe. Of course, whenever I see this thing, I hear, oh, it's got the power of a small nuke in there. Well, now I just feel like I'm in like pre-war fall. Don't toss it. I always feel like I'm in pre-war Fallout at this point because it's like, oh, let's use a nuclear warhead as a battery. Sounds like an amazing idea.
Their purpose is aesthetic or functional. Further data required.
I'll be honest, I actually think I've heard somebody say this before in another video. In fact, I think it was one of those Dear Bethesda videos. I can't quite remember right off the top of my head. But basically the final assessment was do not mix cocaine and nuclear physics. Because it does not end well. Alright.
Unknown language. Attempting translation.
Alien schematics. This data set appears to be a multi-dimensional schematic of some kind. By mapping the pattern to a three-dimensional space, it is possible to gather a basic understanding of the facility's internal workings and
radiation levels.
Construction material. The facility's unknown construction material is identified as an ultra-hard, non-reactive metal amalgam, synthesized from off-world materials. There is no indication that it can be damaged or destroyed by a usual means. Power. The schematic indicates the facility must be powered by a separate self-sustaining power plant located elsewhere on the planet. The location is not listed, but there is evidence that the designers intended to harness the plant's natural thermal energy. Layout. The facility consists of the upper engineering section, where this schematic was found, and the control room. which is accessed via a security-sealed elevator shaft or a separate underwater moon pool. Control. The control room in the lower section houses the only known way to interface with this facility. However, the schematic does not detail the operation procedure or installed security measures. Alright, so as you guys probably could tell from that earlier message,
your best probability of interfacing with this facility is achieved.
The Aurora drive core is not yet detonated. I pretty much went into the new game, spawned a Seamoth, spawned a key, and went in here because I didn't want to just start cutting out parts of this and leave you guys wondering, oh hey, what about the rest of this? So this is just a temporary file. As soon as I finish up here, as soon as the recording looks good and I can splice everything together, I'm deleting this file. And we're just going to continue where we left off. Let's see. That being said, oh yeah, the moon pool here, there is no real use for it. I mean, yeah, it's a great place to get in here if you don't have the other key, but there's no real practical application for this. I mean, you can drive I can drive the Cyclops in here when I eventually get it, but other than it looks cool, there's no real practical application for it. So, at least not yet. That might change. I don't know. For now, it's just a pretty cool looking moon pool. Wish mine looked that good. Okay, iron crystal. This is a receiver Stargate. So there's no way to actually activate this Stargate from this side. As you can see, it's missing the pedestal here. But it is a Stargate nonetheless. It's just this is where you come out of one, but this you can't really activate it otherwise. So that's gonna be future me's problem. So until then, don't worry about it. Let's head up the way here. Alright, anything? Fine. Yeah, you know, for an advanced alien race, they have like the same bad habit that pretty much I think everybody does. Or maybe it's just me, because I tend to leave my keys friggin' everywhere.
Scans indicate the facility's control
All
room
right.
lies beyond this doorway.
This is a secure facility. Just don't mind the keys that are left lying around. That's John. He's an idiot and we don't talk to him. We think his dad dropped him a couple times on his head. Alright, so this is the main interface. This is the control. This is the controller for the entire facility, the quarantine enforcement platform. As you see, there's nothing really to scan here. So, disable. Yep. Oh, it's a diabetes machine. So how's my blood sugar looking?
The control panel is broadcasting a message. Translation reads, "Warning, infected individuals may not disable the weapon.
My blood
This
sugar looks
planet is
amazing,
under
apparently.
quarantine."
Anyway, so let's see. I should be getting a little thing up here. I don't want to start
Scans
talking
of
about
available
otherwise.
alien data indicate the presence of a second facility elsewhere on the planet. Evidence suggests it is located 800 meters below sea level, approximately 1 kilometer southwest of this installation. Information recorded to data bank.
Huh? Okay, not gonna do it? Alright, well, hey, why not? Okay, so at this point, all we know is we're infected with something. There it is. Disease Research Facility. This device contains functional information regarding a second alien facility on the planet. The facility was built at a depth of 700 meters, approximately 1 kilometer southwest of the surface facility. Disease Research Facility. Personnel, 7. Function, live specimen study. Objective, Synthesis of antidote for highly infectious bacterium designated Carar. So, Carar, that is what we are now. We are infected with Carar. Method: infection of live specimens with bacteria, observation of immune response, surviving specimens sent to primary facility for further analysis. Precautions: remote containment and research sites to reduce risk of contagion. Off-site thermal power generator, ground-to-air quarantine enforcement platform in case of security breach. In the event of an outbreak, quarantine procedures are automatically enforced with immediate effects. The quarantine enforcement platform targets all incoming and outgoing crafts to prevent the spread of infection off-world. So, the Carar isn't native to this planet. These precursors, these aliens, they brought the Carar to this planet for the sole purpose of studying it in the hopes of finding an antidote. The reason they did all this underwater, aside from the fact there was nowhere else to do this, was mainly as a way to, if I could think. It was a way to reduce chances of infection. Since it was underwater, if there is an outbreak, I guess the hope was it will take longer for it'll take longer for the bacteria to make its way around underwater than it would if it was in the air. Or at least that's my take on it. I don't know if that's true or not. But, as I was saying, all we know at this point is we're infected. We are infected with the Carar, and we can't leave. We cannot find a way off this planet until we are cured. Any attempt to leave otherwise will simply result in us being blown out of the sky again. And this time, we more than likely won't survive. So, we need to go deeper. We need to cure ourselves of this infection, and our best bet for learning about a cure or finding it is going to be at the disease research facility. And if it's not there, our next and final hope is going to be that it is at the primary containment facility. So I'm going to go ahead and check out. I'm going to go ahead and cut back to the other video. We're going to check out the other Stargate up there, pop an ion crystal, see where the hell we go. But, yeah, that's all for this one. So, hopefully this works. See ya! Okay, so we're back here at our... I'm just going to go ahead and call this a Stargate, because that's pretty much what this is. Let's check and see where this goes, because I've never seen this one that good before, I don't think. Oh yeah, straight out of Stargate. Let's do it. They have new animations. Oh, trippy. What? Wait. So where am I? No way! This is the floater island! Oh, this is cool. This is awesome. Okay, so I now have, like, instant access between both islands. Oh, this is cool. Alright, let's head back. It always takes that long. Alright, so let's head back to the base. Alright. So, the decision's been made for us. We no longer have a choice. If we need to find out what we've been infected with, obviously the Quran, but if there was a cure made, it's likely going to either be in the disease research facility or it's going to be in the primary facility. So the decision's been made for us. If we're going to survive this bacteria, this Karar, we need to go deeper. So next episode, we're going to go ahead. We're going to go make we're going to make the pressure compensators. We're going to be heading deeper into the ocean. But until then, we are out of time. So if you guys liked the video, go ahead and click that like button. Leave me a comment down below. Tell me what you thought about it. And if you haven't done so already, subscribe. So until next time, my name is Mr. Fox. And I'm signing off.